So here we go, day 2, Team 32 Japan study mission. Woke up early to see the sunrise by sitting in the beautiful Honsen. Oh, what an amazing start to the day. And such a beautiful place that Beppu is, with industry and the sea and the mountains all surrounding. Here's our exciting day, and on the bus. Don't be late. If you're late, you waste resources and people's time. Our first stop is Hox. Hox is the company that really started Paul's 2-second lean journey, and we saw all of the amazing things that he talks about. Here we see the cleaning outside. They're cleaning down by the road, they're cleaning the hedgeways, they're brushing around the plant, even cleaning the company cars. What an amazing standard to set first thing in the morning. And here's the sales director cleaning the outside of the building and also the inside, as is important because the company is the sales room. And here was another member of the board cleaning and preparing, ready for a day's work. Everything is tied down. There is beautiful signage and structures everywhere, but it's really in an old facility, but everything is beautifully organised and structured. Even the wiring on the ceiling, for many years I've asked companies to do that. Everything is organised and structured on wheels, on Gemba pipes. Then at the end of cleaning, everybody stretches and gets ready for the day's activity. And as you can see, we all joined in. And here's a little fun clip, speeded up, and see the different types of exercises they did to prepare for the day. Then we saw the morning meeting. The morning meeting started off health and safety and quality. That's all it was about, quality, quality, quality. And at the end of it, they all certified by saying out loud their commitment to quality. And as you walk around the place, you see inspection and inspection and inspection. Their attention to detail of quality was phenomenal, always focusing on what they needed to do. Here's the famous walk, where you're taught how fast you need to walk safely in the company. And the work is batched, and these are the control colours that tell people what to do. Even the car park is organised to reduce waste, and they got challenged to reduce cost, so they've set up a second factory unit which they intend to move more to, and they've introduced lean flow now into their process. So they've got quality and now flow, and they hit the target costs that their customers set up. So what have I learned? Quality, quality, quality. The management team was so focused on quality, they've recently had a failure in the marketplace, and they were so paranoid about that one failure in 4 years that their attention to detail, quality on the shop floor had doubled and tripled in terms of what they were doing. Desks out on the shop floor, get the engineers out there, the managers, everybody working together to achieve amazing quality. Cleaning together helps set the standard, helps get everybody motivated and understanding. And the real thing we saw was the physically demonstrating your philosophies. The philosophies are about keeping the place organised, keeping the place clean, delivering amazing quality, and that's what the leadership did all the time to demonstrate it. Back on the bus, beautiful Japan in the South Island, and we headed off to Honda-san. Honda-san is an organisation that was set up by Honda to build products and design products, but with 50% or more of the teams being disabled. And this is where Honda gives back to society. Amazing place to see, really well organised, and we saw some amazing art on the wall that was made by one of the residents who does all this type of cutting work with his feet. Amazing. What we learnt there, health and safety. Every company you go into Japan, health and safety is the most important thing, time after time after time. It was beautiful to see Honda giving back. There was no money from the government to do this. This is something that they did to help and put back into society. And this is what's important to them. And then they had an amazing change board. So this board visually out on the shop floor showed where all the control points needed to be for today, and the management team knew what to focus on, where new starters were, where somebody who's not worked in that area for a while has not needed done, some new processes that need to take place. So it's a good visual way for the management to see where to focus. Back on the amazing bus and seeing the farmland around us, and we had an amazing lunch, a bento box. Great fun trying to eat rice and meat and vegetables with chopsticks on a moving bus. Lots of fun. Our next stop was Daihatsu, which is the small assembly plant for Toyota Group, making small vehicles. And here is a picture of some of the small amazing vehicles that you see around Japan that Daihatsu make. This plant makes the pressings, It then does the assembly through welding. It then does the work of painting, and here we saw for the first time the cartridge painting system, through assembly and final inspection. And inspection was just phenomenal. The amount of inspection taking place was just outstanding. So what did we see? Wow, we saw a mixed model line. Every single vehicle, and I mean vehicle, going down the line was different. There was no batching taking place at all. The energy levels of the operators was just stunning to see. They were moving quickly but safely in terms of what they needed to do. And on assembly, the choreographed work areas was stunning. Everything that was needed was at hand. They had carts that moved along beside them so they didn't have to reach. They had things that moved inside the cars so they could sit safely and carry on doing things. It was really amazing to see the attention of detail that they've put in place of work. We saw an and-on call where somebody called the team leader and they came running. The team leader jumped into the car and then worked out what the problem was and closed off the and-on call. We didn't see what the result was, but just amazing to see. Final inspection was just stunning. So much attention to detail, looking at the paint, tapping wheel nuts, finding out what was potentially wrong with the car. Really, really focused. And nobody was standing around. So many plants I've been to in the UK and people are standing around talking. There was nobody standing around. Everybody had a purpose and was to be able to do. And a really impressive thing was under health and safety. We saw people crossing walkways where the carts are zipping up and down, and they actually point left and right to show and indicate that they have thought about the safety and the impact of what they're about to do. Brilliant. So what did I learn? Well, I finally saw a real and-on call. I've read about it, I've heard about it, I finally really saw it. Amazing. That's real leadership of helping people. People were so organised and structured that they were in what we call a flow state. We're talking about that tomorrow. But flow is where somebody was just focusing on what they need to do, everything they need around them, and they forget about the world. This has got to be the best assembly plant I've ever seen. I've been to many assembly plants around the world and Europe, and this is just stunning. The energy level, the commitment was just brilliant. And the most amazing thing, once you've got a team of massive problem solvers that can do all the time, Toyota set a challenge to halve the plant. Plant 2, as you're about to see from the image, is half the size, half the number of people, half the resources, yet producing the same number of vehicles. Unfortunately, they wouldn't let us into this plant to see how they achieved that. But over a 6-year period, they've redesigned an entire facility to produce the same number of vehicles with half the space. Just completely blew me away. This is what you can do when you've got an army of problem solvers in your business. Back on the bus again, beautiful Japan. And we finished off the day with a talk by Mr. Yabe. What an inspiring executive. He took over a company many years ago that do the cleaning of the Shinkansen trains, the high-speed trains in Japan. And over a 4-year period, he turned these people from a rundown, demoralised team to what is now called, and look it up, the CNN 7-minute miracle. The team are positive and motivated to clean the trains. They do it in 7 minutes as they need to. But they now have a Twitter feed. They have people thanking them. They have an amazing spirit. And this was how he went about doing that. Turning work into a theatre. Focusing on hospitality, focusing on the virtue of conscientiousness. These are their secrets, but the really powerful thing about it is this came from the people. Mr. Yabe and his management team, working out on the shop floor on the Gemba with their people, discovered these things that they could use to motivate and inspire the people. This was from the people, by the people, for them. And through these techniques, he inspired his teams to deliver excellence. So what do we learn from him? The aim of the management is to give people pride in their work. It's not to get in their way, it's not to frustrate them, to give them the pride and really do that. And you understand that by only one place, going to the Gemba. Go to the Gemba, learn from your people, help your people, solve the problems for your people, and deliver excellence and give them the chance to deliver excellence themselves. And another key thing is linking the teams to their customers. making people understand what their product is, how they're working for their customers, how they deliver excellence for their customers, and giving customer feedback directly to the teams. And they now have a direct Twitter feed so their teams can see and understand the thank yous that they get from everybody. Absolutely brilliant and a stunning turnaround. Amazing. So what did I learn from this day 2? Health and safety. Health and safety is the most important thing. Focus on health and safety. Health and safety. You cannot do enough to make your teams safe. Quality, quality, quality. Health and safety, quality, the only 2 important things to do. Beyond that, it's then about how you motivate your people. So learn from the Gemba, go to the Gemba, understand the Gemba, work with the Gemba, the most important thing. And linking your people to the customers, making sure that they understand their customers, who their customers are, what their customers do, and how their customers use their products or services, and giving direct feedback. And most of all, having fun. It's really important to create fun in the working environment that allows people to be motivated and have pride in their work, so therefore they come to work every day to excel and to deliver for their customers. And from that, and only after all that, does profit really come. A stunning day, an amazing assembly plant, an amazing speech on turning people round, a company that was 900 people strong, starting with just a few people and growing from there. An amazing feedback to society, and seeing Hox, the start of it all. What a stunning day.